it's almost like I could hear the beat to Nas, New York State of Mind playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm putting my Bluetooth right there. Hopefully it pick up the sound really well. If not, I hope somebody tells me and I'll turn the Bluetooth off and talk regular again. But this is the story of how I became Muslim and why I stopped being a Muslim. This is the story of how I became Muslim and why I stopped being a Muslim. This right here is the story of how I became a Muslim and why I stopped being a Muslim. All right. So, my father is a prominent rapper from New York, a part of the hip hop pioneer stage of rap. And he was a 5%er. And if I was to say my father's name and anybody was to know who my father was, they'd go, oh, okay, I know why he's not 5%er, right? So my father is one of the hip hop pioneers, whatever. Not Kool Herc like you see in the picture. My father is the reason why I got to take the picture with Kool Herc. That's Kool Herc, the starter of hip hop and all that. We don't say Bambaataa started hip hop because Bambaataa play with little kids. I'm sorry, allegedly, that's what they alleging out here. Don't get mad at me. You were supposed to be a legend out here, but now that's what they alleging out here. Now there's a big question out here, like what was you doing messing over there? But because of my father, because of the time it was, my father was very violent, so my mother had to get away, so we moved a lot, and then we wound up moving to Pennsylvania, where she just fell in love with Islam, and I moved back to New York and became full-blown Muslims. And I had braids at the time. I had long braids down like I was a little kid, I was like 4 or 5. I had braids, and my mother, because Islam said it's not good for boys to look like girls and boys to wear braids. My mother cut my hair. My mother got my hair cut at Timbuktu Barbershop on Bedford and Madison in Brooklyn, New York. We was Muslim. I fell in love with Islam. I started learning Masha, but I always, in my heart, I always had this small resentment for Islam because I had to cut my hair, and all the time my mother couldn't afford to cut my hair, so my hair would be growing and shit. And I'm like, why I couldn't just have my braids right now, right? As I grew up, I always remember thinking as I grew up, I see people in school with their braids, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to have my braids. I always missed my braids as a little kid, right? Always up until it go. I always, as I rebelled in my teenage years, and I took my kufi off, and I just was in the streets. I grew my hair back and I got braids. And 3 weeks after I got a dope hairstyle, my first hairstyle, I got my second hairstyle, I went right to jail. And then I braided my hair one time in jail. I was only able to put one side back. I had to cut it off, right? Then I grew my hair one more time after I came home. I didn't do a lot of time in jail. I did a little less than 2 years. Hi, I am 8 years old. Get off the freaking live. You're a child. Where's your mother? That's what I just asked the other kid. Talking about he ate what was his name? Eon Carlo? What? Imla, get off of this live. Go to your, Nicole, hi to you. Imla, go to your, what is your mother doing? Is she Muslim? She's praying right now and you're on the damn thing? Do you do song requests? Okay, my brother is 16. I don't care how old your brother is. Go do some homework, Imla. Go play a video game. Yo, how's it going? Shout out to Cash Gallison. It's going well. Nicole, this is Shahada. Oh, shout out to you, Shahada. Did I got screencast? Did I put screencast on so you can pull up? No, I did not. No, I did not. Let me finish right quick, right? Because this is where I do a little content build into it, right? So, as a teenager, I rebelled, go to jail. I did a little less than 2 years. I come home, grow my hair back. It was a thing with the hair. Like, I just really resented Islam because my mother cut my hair. Bro, I'm in 5th grade. I'm not 8. I'm 20 years old. I'm not like one of them. Listen, you want me to get my friends to sub or what? Do what you gotta do, Cash. Do what you gotta do, Cash. Tell them to pull up. I know that we could do. Now that I know you're live, Nicole, Shahada, I think when I start the next live, I could tag you in it and screencast, and we could talk at the same time. That'll be dope. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I don't need an extra person that bad. Get out of here, man. Little ass kid, man. I'm not into little kids, man. I don't like little kids. Little kids mess everything up. Get out of here. They always loud and you can't smoke around them. I want to smoke. Get out of here. I'm about to light the blunt right now. I'm closing the door. Bye, Isla. Have a nice day. It was cool that you was here. You a little kid. Go play. Kids always want to be in grown people business. So, Dab 420, I like that. I like how you did that when you put Nigger. I like that. That was fire. So, anyway, I have resentment towards Islam, right? Yeah, like, people are so racist, but I don't care, like whatever. So I have resentment towards Islam and shit, right? And I always, I'm black. It's cool. I'm black. He black. It's alright. That shit don't bother me. So, so as I got older, I prayed to Allah a lot. I used to pray to Allah a lot. I mean, I used to make daily prayers, nightly prayers. I used to pray to Allah. But I wasn't holy, I wasn't religious, I wasn't some spiritually great up guy. I just prayed to Allah. I had a connection with Allah, right? But I always felt like I always felt like I had a connection with the Most High. And talking to Allah, having, and I just couldn't make salat. I'm sorry, I just couldn't make salat. Whether it's because I got ADHD, I respect the hell out of you for not taking me. So I don't give a F about that. The N word has highly been blown out of proportion. If I gave you my thought and my theory on why they want us to stop saying the N word, you'd probably be like, yo, we should say the N word more, right? With an A, not an ER, with an A. But, because it was funny, right? Yo, I'm not one of those, listen, I'm not, on Instagram, I'm SLYMefAxX. I'm SLYMefAxX because this is the harsh reality. You have to keep it a buck, even if it hurts sometimes, right? And I'm going to tell you the truth. In New York City, black people are racist, especially my kind and lighter. My kind? Oh, man, ask the darky. I'm sorry. See what I mean? Ask the. Ask the dark skinned people. People my color, there's kind of like we consider light skin, the red light skin, the caramel gold light skins, the yellow light skins. We're better than the lighter light skins because they look white. Like we give them hell. We give both sides hell. Like the brown skins, we give both the dark skins and the light skins, we give them hell. So I don't like that black people in New York at least, or New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, or Connecticut, because these is my connecting places. I know how we act a little bit in them places too. Act like we are so sensitive to race. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. We are not sensitive to race. We are racist. All of our jokes, mad racial. Our best jokes is mad racial. That was funny as hell how he put it. Cause I read it like he was putting. I thought when I seen Gigi, you meant like the kind of weed this was. I thought he thought it was Gorilla Glue. Then I seen the ER. I said, you in the ER? But then I seen the NI. I said, you're a funny guy. That was a good one. But as I started getting older, I was realizing that my connection to Allah, that I thought I was having some wild ass connection with Allah, it was more like the connection to the Most High, and I just wanted to know questions about space and the earth and the ocean and stuff like that. But in Islam, you only allow a capped amount of free will learning if you allow, if you will. Allah in Islam says an opinion. Islam says opinions are not allowed in Islam. You're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to question or doubt. You're not allowed to do certain things. And these certain things is like, if you felt like, as God, if you felt like this was the true best religion, why are you so scared for your people to explore? Why do you want them to explore the weaker version? If I might, Christianity is the weaker version of Islam. Islam is the corrected version of Christianity. Everything about everything is in the Quran. Nah. The Quran got a lot in it. I'm super tired because I've been scrolling with people to troll. Well, you found the right one. 'Cause I'm a troll too, man. The Quran is good to read, I guess. I don't know. Would I recommend it? I've read it, and I'm not Muslim now, so and they'd call me a name or something, and they'd be upset. But like you see, the in New York, the Arabs from the most holy Arab states come here and don't give a fuck about Islam. Almost like in America, Islam don't count in Islam. Soccer, football, give me hockey. If I gotta pick between soccer or football, give me hockey. Top three sports in the world right now should be basketball, football, and hockey. In hockey, they just be fighting for no reason. You ever seen a show called Baddies? Hockey is like the male version of Baddies. I hate when Baddies have an episode where they don't fight 4 times in the first 12 minutes. Cause what do y'all got us watching? Hockey the same way. Why y'all didn't fight yet? And I don't want y'all to get hurt in the fight. It just keep us watching like every few minutes. In hockey, the whole time these niggas is bumping each other in the glass, slamming each other. You like, I gotta watch. It ain't like that in football. In football, they just have the clashes. In football, you gotta think about it. In football, they only have the clashes of violence for right after you hear, and then you hear, and then that's it. Then they gotta stop and then they gotta regroup. Hockey, they are just going at it. Boom, boom, boom. Sticking. All right, back. The person who introduced me to Islam has the Quran memorized. So from that point, it's just about asking the right questions. Again, it was just the things I couldn't deny to be the truth. No, I'm sure. See, you said you're 24 as well. So I'm sure at your age and what you wanted to know so much and with your brain in development stage like it is, and your frontal lobe just being developed. And I'm just being in depth because I just want you to know I know exactly, but I remember that age and me re-indulging in Islam. I've been in Islam since I was 4, and I remember being 24 and re-indulging. But I remember by 27 was when I was on this wave, and by 30 I was completely off that Islam stuff. But I just wasn't ready to let go. I was still too loyal to it to let go. And then I finally had to let go because I couldn't keep lying to myself. I can't pray 5 times a day. I cannot pray 5 times a day. I can't do it. But at the same time, it's bothering me how my Lord, the strongest, most powerful Lord ever, the best Lord, because I chose to worship this Lord, requires that of me to be glorious in my Lord's eyes. I can't do it. I can't wake up for Fajr and do that. What you mean you can't be disciplined? Not that I can't be disciplined, I just can't do it. What is it? What is it? Yeah, I saw a hockey fight not too long ago. It was around 1 and 2. Yeah, it's always a hockey fight. And that's how Noah and Adam and them did. Well, I do gotta go, but if you shoot tomorrow, I'll see. All right, my boy, it's good to see you. My boy Cash Gallison was in the building. He chopped it up with us for a minute. We was chopping up about hockey. Now he gotta go, so he gonna do his thing. Cash Gallison, keep it SLYMefAxX and don't ever cap. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't. So I'm like, why would my Lord, with all the good I do, with all the good I think I do, and I was having a lot of cash at that time, I was giving a lot of cash out. I was just giving a lot of cash out. The job I worked at, it was a big toy. It was a big toy bin. Like it must have been 1,000 toys, and about 500 of them was brand new, up to date, good toys. I used to just steal them and come to my hood and give them back. But I'm not Jesus. You see, you said Adam. You said you said all the prophets did. I'm not the prophet. Noah, Adam, Jesus, we not prophets. They expected that of the best of men. We're not the best of men. They said Jesus died for our sins. So why is it a sin if I don't pray? If I not don't pray, because you know what, Islam is not just praying. That's that Christian stuff. Islam is salat and du'as. I can make du'as all day. I could dhikr all day, but I can't make 5 salats. I can't. It's modern time. I want to play basketball the whole time from Dhuhr to Maghrib. I don't want to stop to pray. And my Lord shouldn't stop me from having the time of my life when I only get one life. Why is my Lord so punishing of me? That's how I started to feel. And it started to be more than a thought. It wasn't like I was listening to a thought in my head. It started to be my everyday life. Like why did, he's understanding. God, the real God, is understanding. The Creator, the Most High, is understanding. The book gods are not understanding. They are not understanding, even though that is one of Allah's attributes, the most understanding. But the thing, all right, see, this is where man made mistake when they made these religions. They gave Allah 99 attributes, but that's giving Allah 99 attributes shuts Allah out to all the negative aspect, the negative versions of those attributes. Like Allah, along with being the most high, the most exalted, Allah would also have to be the most angry. No one could get more angry than Allah, right? But why is that not an attribute? Because man knows that that would look nasty to put the most angry, the most sad. Allah is the most, when you disobey Allah, Allah is sad in you. Allah is not just sad in you, Allah is the most sad in you. Nobody could be more sad in you than Allah. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just little fallacies. What is your favorite hockey team? I'm from Far Rock, so my favorite hockey team is the Islanders, but I'm from New York. So my favorite team is the Rangers. He is the greatest deceiver. Allah. He gotta be. But then Allah said the greatest deceiver is Shaitan. I think, okay, look, it's gonna seem a little far-fetched, but it's along the same exact line. I played a lot of basketball, so I talk in analogies. I used to be a rapper. My father was a rapper. Look, I talk in analogies. But the British tricked black women in America into loving weave because naturally Caucasian hair is not in the same realm of what's doable like black hair. The same kind of trick is that religion. I'm going to teach these people to worship the devil in every religion we give them. We're going to give them 3 religions. We're going to give them 2 religions from the Middle East. The 3rd religion will be a sacred religion that they can't really fuck with, but the only way they can fuck with it is by being Hebrew Israelites, saying some shit like that, by calling themselves the real Jews, doing stuff like that, right? It's the same trick. Make them believe in Islam, make them believe in Christianity, make their women believe in weave, perm, so that their hair be ruined. Make the men believe that black on black violence and degradation to their community is what gets them the stripes. It's the same. You gotta look at the chat. I'm looking at it. She ain't saying nothing yet. I gotta respond to the last thing she said. So when I be looking at it, when I think of the reprobate mind, when I think of the reprobate, I should start it over so I can tag you in it. All right, I'm gonna do that. I don't know why Instagram is doing that. Every time I try to bring you up, Instagram will just turn it off. I said it. I said I'm from Far Rockaway, so I'm an Islanders fan because Far Rockaway is this far from Long Island. But also, I'm from New York. I'm from Far Rockaway, New York. I'm a Rangers fan because they get to the cup and shit. Shoot. All right, so what I'm gonna do is after we turn this live off, I'm gonna turn the on. I'm gonna pour me a little cup and I'm gonna turn on the thing and I'm gonna put it's some little button I could press and I could tag another YouTuber and we can go live together. So that's real interesting. Like, so what made me exit Islam, like as I hit my 30s, it just was like more prevalent. Like I didn't have to use a third party to freaking reach Allah. Like I didn't have to pray to reach God. I didn't have to I didn't have to say Bismillah before. No, I'm not doing this in the name of Allah. I'm doing it because I want to. If Allah gave me free will, why do I have to call out Allah for everything? So, what you come to realize as you become an adult, like when you 24, 25, 26, 27, it depends on how you live if you became an adult yet, right? If you when you become an adult, you start to see that you can do things for yourself. Like you don't, and you don't need a leader. You don't need to follow something. This is what I want to do. So you start to realize that certain things have like, for lack of better terms, Arabism. It's the Arabism thing. Like Muslims in America worship Arabic and the Arabs and that Quranic stuff to a point where they practice Islam the way the Middle Easterns do, and you're American. You feel me? But yeah, give me a second. Let me turn that shit on. Also, make sure you stream tomorrow because I can watch it. I'm gonna go right now because I'm very tired. And peace out, Nicole. She said peace. I'm about to start that one so I can get you in. Nicole. Nicole.